Python tools. So Python is a high-level general-purpose programming language. High-level meaning it is abstract from the machine language, which is essentially zeros and ones, binary language, and it looks like English, like a regular human language, and therefore is easier to manipulate. And it's also general purpose in the sense that it's not only useful and used for a specific kind of activity like data analysis or manipulating databases, but you can make entire programs as you might be familiar with. And in the sense, it is like other kinds of general purpose high level programming languages like Java or C Sharp, C++, etc. But why focus on Python? One, because it's easy to learn, it's very intuitive, and also it's common in various data analytics and data science activities. It's full-featured, meaning that it enables us to work with various phases and parts of the data lifecycle, including data acquisition, data cleaning, statistics, manipulating databases, connecting to databases, extracting data from websites, processing them, high performance computing, and much more. And it has many strong data science libraries like Pandas, scikit-learn, and others as well, which we'll be using in this course. And these libraries bring additional features that are not provided in the basic Python set of functions, and thus enable us to do all sorts of data analytic processes and calculations. Another set of tools that we're going to be using is the Jupyter Notebooks. So Project Jupyter is a developer of interactive data science tools, and the Notebook is a web-based program that facilitates script writing and execution of programs for testing and running programs, including and especially so for data analytical functions. It's very useful, easy to use, and we run this on a web browser. If you have Python installed and Jupyter Notebook installed in your laptop, you do not need to be connected to the internet to run your notebook file and the Jupyter Notebook program, but it is run via the web browser itself. And it looks something like this over here, and we have a chance to play around more with this. This is the look of the program. This is running inside a web browser. It has the drop-down menu on the top, and it's made up of cells. You enter the code in each cell, and each cell can be executed separately, or you can go to runtime and then select all the cells to run. And they always run sequentially, so beginning on the top, and then the second, and then the third as well. And this makes it very easy to separate the script writing into components, different functions, different calculations in different cells, and then also enables us to run them all in a row to perform the calculations and obtain the results that we want. Pandas is a very special library for data science, has all kinds of functions and frameworks for data analysis, and we will be using a lot of the Pandas functions as well. It will almost seem like Python, all of Python's is Pandas, because it is much of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using the Pandas data frame, from which we use all kinds of functions to manipulate and do our data analysis. Stack Overflow, you may be familiar with this. This is a website. So this is not Python. This is a website that you have access to. It's a website and a company that enables people to put questions and provide answers to questions related to data science and computing. And it's often the questions that you're going to have, the errors you're going to have, are probably already asked and answered on this website. So if you are running into trouble, use a search engine, not Google, but use other search engines you may be familiar with, Brave Search or DuckDuckGo, and look for your errors. If you cannot If all else fails, use Google, but Google is not the only search engine that exists. And you can also search on Stack Overflow directly for specific errors or questions, and your issues often can be addressed via Stack Overflow responses. Just some references of books that may be useful for you: Python for Data Analysis, Learning the Pandas Libraries, also the Python for Everybody free textbook that I mentioned in the syllabus for this class. You should be able to get these either freely online or via our library, and if not, you can buy probably used copies for a very reasonable price. There is Planet Python, which is a blog aggregator of Python related news. There's a lot of interesting information here as well, which you may find useful or interesting for you. Lastly, just some other kind of references of things that may be interesting for you. The Data Skeptic podcast has information including interviews, trends, and some kind of lessons related to data science, machine learning, machine intelligence, and other related topics. Just a plug-in for different things going on around Python, data analytics that you may be interested in and might be useful to you in the context of this class. Next time we're going to talk about data types.